All right, let's talk about something that, let's be honest, gives a lot of us a headache: algebra. We're going to jump right in and show you a way to think about equations that is so much simpler than you might think. So you see something like this pop up on a page. To a lot of us, 3x plus 5 equals 20 might as well be written in another language, right? It just looks like a jumble of symbols designed to be confusing. And hey, if you're nodding along right now, you are so not alone. But here's the thing. What if the secret to figuring this out isn't about memorizing a bunch of rules? What if it's about one single simple idea? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into. To get there, we're going to have to completely reimagine what an equation even is. And we're going to do it using a really powerful everyday image, a good old-fashioned seesaw. Because when you really break it down, an equation is just a promise. It's a statement that says, hey, whatever is over here on the left side is worth the exact same amount as what's on the right side. It's all about perfect, total balance. And this is where it all comes together. That little equals sign, that's the pivot point, the fulcrum, in the dead center of a perfectly level seesaw. For that board to stay flat, the weight on both sides has to be exactly the same. And that's all an equation is. Okay, so we've got this seesaw image locked in our minds. Now what? Well, let's actually solve our puzzle. Let's put this whole keeping the balance idea into action. So let's picture it. On one side of our seesaw, we've got 3 mystery blocks. We'll just call them X blocks for now. And they're sitting next to 5 little 1-pound blocks. And on the other side, we've got 20 of those 1-pound blocks. And right now, it's perfectly balanced. Our entire mission is to figure out what just one of those mystery X blocks weighs. And here is the one, and I mean the only rule we need. It's the golden rule of the seesaw. To keep it from tipping, whatever you do to one side, you have to do the exact same thing to the other. So first, let's just tidy up a bit and take those 5 little blocks off the left side. But to keep it balanced, we have to take 5 off the right side too. Now look what we have. Our 3 X blocks on the left and 15 blocks on the right. So to figure out what one X block is worth, we just split what's on each side into 3 identical groups. Now, this is where it all clicks. On the left, you see the formal algebra, right? The subtract 5 from both sides stuff. But on the right, that's just what we were doing. We were taking blocks off a seesaw and splitting them up. It's the exact same logic. One just feels a lot more natural than the other, doesn't it? And when we do that, what do we find? One of those mystery X blocks on the left side is perfectly balanced by 5 of the number blocks on the right. So that's our answer. X equals 5. We solved it, and all we had to do was keep things from tipping over. Now, this might seem like a cool little trick for a math problem, but here's the best part. This whole balancing logic, it's something you actually use every single day, probably without even noticing. Seriously, think about it. When you're splitting a dinner bill, what are you doing? You're balancing the total cost against the number of friends. Trying to save up for a vacation, you're balancing your goal against the number of months you have. It's all the same principle, keeping 2 sides of a situation equal to figure out a missing piece. So you see, what we've really figured out here is so much more than just a way to solve for X. It's a whole framework, a new way to look at all kinds of problems. And this just nails it. The point was never just about finding a number. It's about training yourself to see a problem as a system that's in balance, and then knowing the logical steps to take to figure out the parts you don't know. And that is a skill you can take absolutely anywhere. Taking something that seems abstract and confusing and turning it into a simple, concrete picture, like our seesaw, is one of the most powerful problem-solving tools you have. It works for algebra, sure, but it also works for planning a project, balancing a budget, you name it. So the next time you're up against a challenge that seems really tough, just take a breath. Ask yourself, okay, where's the seesaw here? What are the 2 things that need to stay in balance for me to figure this out? It's a total game changer. So my question for you is, what complex problem will you simplify next?